Welcome to this video. We'll be talking about Des Moines 70.3 on June 21st of 2020, the first inaugural event. Specifically, what I want to talk about this video is kind of where you should be at in your 12 to 13 week training plan, or 12 to 13 weeks out in your training plan. A lot of questions have been asked. Where should I be? How many miles should I be doing? What should I be doing? So I just want to kind of go over a few of the plans that I've created and kind of look at where you should be at this point. So if you look at this date and time, right now I'm making this video, we are March 19th of 2020. We are looking at June 21st for IRONMAN Des Moines 70.3. It's about 12, 13 weeks out to the event. So I'm going to go to my plans to 70.3 Des Moines and 21 weeks. I've got a beginner and an intermediate plan, so we'll kind of look at that. So this one is, I believe, a 21-week plan. So we're looking at about, 19 weeks. So we got 21, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So you're looking about week 9 or 10. So if you're looking at week 10, week 11, something like that in there for the training plan, you're about 11 to 12 weeks out. So maybe more in the 9 to 10 week range. So right now, looking at this is the kind of the plan that I have for my athletes out there. So this kind of gives you a snapshot. The long bike ride's about 40 miles, or you're looking at about 35, 40 miles, about 2 hours on the bike, 2.5. And this is for the beginner to intermediate plan. I got three swims a week. So you look at the total durations, you look at the swim duration, swim distance, about 8,000 yards total. Break it up into 2,500 yard workouts, one 3,000 yard workout, yards, meters, whatever you guys are doing out there. Bike distance total about 60 miles a week. So I've got some cruise intervals in there, working the power. I've got a long ride in there. Again, this is the beginner and intermediate, so it's not many workouts. This is kind of the bare minimum, I think, to try to get you to the finish line, especially if you've never done one before. Excuse me. And run distance, you're about 16.5 miles. Long run, about 9 miles. And in the next week, week 10 is 9 miles as well. So I built them all in there as build weeks right now at this point in plan. So you're looking at about 20 on the top end, 16.5 miles on the run, bike 60 to 55 miles, swim 8 to 8,500 yards, meters, total time about 10 and a half hours. So that's kind of where at this point in time I think you should be at for 70.3 Des Moines. Really need to be working on that base, really be working on the zone 2 stuff. I think the bike's going to be not too challenging, but I think it's going to present a little bit of a challenge. I think there's going to be some rollers in there that we need to be able to address and still have enough to get through on the run. Again, this one is a little bit more specific. Working kind of the tempo stuff it's lesser intensity type workout, so we're not working on speed on this workout plan necessarily. I want to jump over to 70.3 Des Moines. Let's go to the intermediate to advanced plan, week 9 or 10. Give you guys a little snapshot where you might want to be at. So bike rides are up a little bit, 40 miles, maybe you're doing 40, 50 miles. Your long runs are getting to the 9 to 10 mile range, so nothing too crazy. This plan, notice I do have kind of 3 of everything, 3 runs, 3 swims, 3 bikes, and usually putting in on the build weeks, doing a little bit of a brick run after your bike rides. So you got a little bit more, 13 to 14 hours total workout time per week. Swim is about 8,000, 9,000 yards per meters per week. Bike distance, you're a little bit more. You're looking at about 80, 85, 90 miles a week total. Run distance, we're looking at about 25 to 28 miles per week. So a little bit more, and we got a little bit more strength work worked in for the intermediate to advanced plan. So this, as far as my athletes that I'm coaching, anybody who's using one of my plans, is kind of where they're at in their training. Looking about 11, 12 weeks, 13 weeks out from IRONMAN 70.3 Des Moines on June 21st, 2020. So hopefully this helps you out, gives you an idea, makes you feel a little bit comfortable, or maybe kind of a wake up call to where you should be at and what you should be bumping up to. Again, this one is the intermediate plan, and before I talked about the beginner to intermediate, so it's a little less on the mileage and time. But this is kind of my take on where I think you should be at this point in time. If you got any questions, if anything doesn't make sense, always drop me a note, a comment, or anything. I read them all. I'll get back to you as much as possible. And stay tuned, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and pay attention for more videos about 70.3 Des Moines and other races and other training tips and secrets. Talk to you later.